Yo, what's going on, everybody? It's your main man, Mr. X. Get your hand out my pocket, giving you what you want to give you what you need. See, I got my old school fro covering up with the Malcolm X hat on. Shout out to the minister. Got my little, my Malcolm X medallion. I'm getting more and more stuff. Working on obtaining enough funds and trying to change the entire thing, the memorabilia, the atmosphere, everything. You know what I mean? Turn this into a real studio type vibe / guest room. So uh, any revolutionary brothers and sisters who want to come visit, come on down, and or just family, come on down and visit your brother. Uh, Let me show you around. I haven't done a YouTube video in a while. The other day I did a Facebook video for Dr. King, Martin Luther King Jr.'s Observance Day, 21st, federally recognized holiday. Yeah, something that we've been recognizing for quite some time. If you go over to my Facebook, get into my pocket page, you'll see that video. It has our memorial. I believe every city in America has a memorial dedicated to Martin Luther King, created and funded, and politically backed by the very people who conspired to kill him. This wasn't a show geared on talking about Dr. King. I may mention him throughout the show. I don't think it'll be long, depending on how I'm feeling in terms of the information that will come out. But we set an organizational meeting not too long ago. We're discussing many things. And one of the things that came up was the shutdown. And as you see, the title of said show is "Shut Them Down: The Plot to Kill Black People." And I watch videos all the time. I'm a student before I'm a teacher. And I love the brothers, and I love the YouTubers and people who aren't YouTubers or do it at the same time they do work on the streets. All the Nation of Islam brothers are obviously on the ground, moving with the people. Um, Boots to the floor, boots to the gravel in the hood where the masses of our people at. And where the most work needs to be done. So salute to them. As you can see, I got the X on. X stands for the unknown. Wearing the name Johnson, Weaver, Smith, and Livingston, Harrington. Those are not African names. Those are not the names that were stayed on his name. And we'll never be free as long as you continue to carry his name. I wear the name Jennings. That was Saxon last name. As white as you can get. You can have a crescent from the 1600s. Whaling. I'm not any of those things. And so the next course of action is to change the name, whether it be joining a religious organization and deciding to put the funds together and fill out the necessary paperwork to change the name, or, I'm not really interested in asking Mr. Charlie, can I change my name? I'm just going to pick a name and go by that name. And, you have your government issued name for legitimate legal purposes. I will be recognized as another name. Right now, I go by Mr. X. So until I come up with a name befitting someone with my personality characteristics, spiritually, I think if you be around a lot of people who are doers, who are elders, who have been in the struggle for a very long time, and you may actually haphazardly meet someone and they may say, hey, you remind me of such and such back in the day. And this is the original name, not African name. I said, I'm going to call you that. And if the elder says they're going to call you that, that's going to be your new name. So hopefully I'll get the opportunity for that to happen, and maybe I recognize, resemble, or remind them of someone who used to do work with me, passed on to their groom, and maybe they'll bestow that name on to me. And hopefully they have the opportunity to do its proper justice. So now, shut them down. Plot to kill black people. As you know, I think we're on day 30 or 31 or whatever, I don't know the exact number of days we are in the shutdown. Mr. Trump is under lots of litigation, and the feds apparently are coming down on him as he is, as he's a representation of federal government. He is the epitome of the federal government and has the highest position in the federal government as the president of the United States. I think he's enjoying it. I actually like the gentleman. I've always liked and respected Donald Trump before I became woke. I understand the context and perspective I'm putting this in. And I was excited, initially scared. My wife told me he won. By the time I woke up and I was sitting in my office, well, not my office, my cubicle, computer, and listening to some lecture. Started drinking some energy drink, and usually gives me like a buzz. I started smiling. I started thinking, you know what? This is great. We've had several white supremacists, outright white supremacists, not one million in the world. Presidents who let people know how they feel about African people, what place he believes we belonged in. He's just the current manifestation of that. But I think each generation of black people needs to see that. They'll continue to coon, they'll double down on their cooning, and we have to be there just to be like, see, I told you so. We have to have that see, I told you so moment, smack, and then we get back into the building, we get back into the teaching. And President Trump, I believe, has now come up with the idea, and I have not listened to anybody else. I'm sure a bunch of people say, as a matter of fact, like I said, we've had just had a meeting, and our sister, our good sister, who's been with the organization since inception, Justice and Health, I won't say her name, but, she said the same thing I was thinking. But the thing about the last few weeks, that this whole thing about the wall is just a farce. I think we all recognize that by now. That we most believe is covering up for litigation that's going on, and the fact that we may be groups or in fact arrested and charged and all that for collusion with Russia. I don't think that's really the agenda. I think more and more people will say this again. I didn't get it from them. When I get information from people, I always shout them out. I always hit the reference button. Boop. I got this from such. Boop. I got this from such. I'm a student. And when you write a paper, y'all know college students, whatever information you get, you're supposed to reference it. Then you come up with your own thought based on the information you got, critically thinking, this is analysis I got from the hypothesis that I created and presented. Boom, this is what I think. Well, I believe it's a rouge. I believe it's a farce. Really, it's about the reaction of African people. As you know, shit rolls down here. So you're on a mountain, snowball starts at the top, small, it goes all the way down. By the time you get to the base and the bottom, it's a huge boulder of snow. It's not gonna tickle when it hits you, it's gonna hurt, and it may exactly kill you depending on how big the mountain is. Who's on the bottom of every metric ever created in the last 400 years? Black people. Systematically positioned at the bottom. Everything about us in a negative way has been made a billion, maybe $1 trillion business. African pain is $1 trillion business. And at this moment, the trickle down effect, that boulder, that small snowball is getting bigger and bigger by each day. The last of the food stamps have been disseminated to the black masses. I'm only focusing on black people. And I know all of us ain't on food stamps, but a significant amount of us are on food stamps, on housing, all these different assistances that we get, daycare, all these things are paid for by the federal government. And because of the shutdown, they're affected, they're mixed. They're saying if and maybe, but it's gone. And we're talking about getting tax returns. Now, our sister brought up a real good point, and you guys weren't privy to the meeting, but this show is basically on what she was saying, what I've been thinking. And you can start with, all right, say, let's give the scenario, you got a sister, 3, 4 kids. Right? She's got $500 worth of food stamps. She's been awarded $500 a month. Now, remember, there was already a cutback. There was already a cutback on food stamps. We got to look at the trickle-down effect. We can see things. A lot of times, we see stuff that happen at the top, and since we're at the bottom, and we know at the bottom, but we don't ever admit we're at the bottom, we say, I ain't got nothing to do with me. That's white folks' problems. White folks' problems are your problems. Malcolm X used to say, when white people get cold, we get flu, we get cancer, we get bone marrow disease, we die. I added 11. But he talked about that, knowing that we've been so connected to them It's such a large and strong attachment to them that we are scared to do for ourselves, that we, in addition to being dependent on the masses and the master, that is something house Negro syndrome. We all suffer from it. We don't want to have to property. We don't want to have food and stocks as well. Because one, we're the punching bag. If something happens bad to him, he's gonna be upset. He's gonna be enraged. He's gonna look at you and take it out on you. Two, if something happened to him economically, it deals with you as well. Clothes get worse, less food. You gotta start making cuts. Notice when government makes cuts, it's always in our sector. It affects us immediately. We're gonna make school budget cuts, we're gonna make tax cuts, less businesses around, less jobs for us, as more black people out with free time to do nothing. And if you don't got an agenda for your people, white folks do. So let's deal with it. Go back to the now. Sister, 4 kids, $500 worth of stamps. Right? She knows every month she got $500 worth of stamps to get food. Now, forget what the eating habits are. We can say juices, we can say fruits, high fructose corn syrup. We can say regular sugar with snacks and the likes, fruits, vegetables, whatever. Now that money is gone. So understand, you have to have low pay. You have to have a low paying job, minuscule wages to receive those benefits. You see, it keeps you in a perpetual poverty state. You have to make at least, I think, $15,000 or less, maybe even less than that. So you think, and this is the same number. I'm independent. I got my own here. I got my own. It's not the time to really make jokes, but remember all that dancing that shit y'all was doing. It's gonna bite you in the ass now. Now again, I know we've been maneuvered into poverty, but again, you gotta have that "I told you so" moment. There's enough black people to be around each other to lean on each other to lean back. Remember the brothers say lean back? Remember Bubble Gump on Forrest Gump, the movie? So Forrest, you just lean on me and I'm gonna lean on you, you lean back on me, and we just gonna sleep together right like this here. We're gonna do that. We could do that with each other. We gotta be strategic. We have to be smart. No overindulgence. Making casseroles that last a week. Drinking more water. Making those adjustments. Those are solutions. It's pretty simple. We get together, 5 people get together. You can put a constitution out in terms of surviving the shutdown, put it together, disseminate it out, and that will lead unify. This is beautiful, but it's gonna be treacherous in the beginning. So she got the $500. It's gone now. So now she got to use $500 she never had from her job to make up for the money she lost. Now, maybe she can get extra hours. Maybe she can't. Because then if you exceed the income level, you lose those benefits. Now, they already lost. You hoping the shutdown eventually will end. But once you do that, you may have to research for a new pay stub. Understand, they got to be all up in your business. How much you're making, lady? We need an update. Well, you done cranked out all these hours. They calculate it from the 4 weeks and make it out to the year. Oh, you over. So now you're gone. Now, we do have people who take advantage, but we're not talking about that. I'm not going to go there yet. So anyway, all the benefits is gone. Now you don't have daycare. Daycare pay what? 90%. The federal government pay like 90%. It was all affordable. All this is affordable costs, right? So if you're in an apartment, a nice apartment that would just be made, it's usually, if you weren't on the census, it'd be a $1,300 apartment, but you only pay $200 based off the children, based off the income, right? Keep you in poverty. You can't make $50,000 and get food. Some have done that. Them days is on, because remember, it's been cut already. They made it more difficult to get the stamps as it was. I one time was issued $200 stamps a month. Just lost my job, had $50 in the bank. As a man, I went in there with my face down. A white woman gave me an emergency call for food stamps, $200 right there. I lie to you not. So when I talk to my people, I'm talking like I ain't never been done that. I did all that. I had the actual food stamp money. What are you talking about? The same store I went to, I live up the street from when I was a kid. And I went there with the food stamps looking around like we ain't all have them. But it was like gold if you had actual dollars. If someone had actual dollars, it's like, yo, you really doing it. You got actual dollars. Everybody had food stamps. So I make no bones about it. And not too many brothers can really sit here and look you face to face and be like, yeah, I ain't had food stamps. Some of the brothers that didn't. But again, from a conscious perspective, we know we were maneuvered in that position. So let's go back. The children need daycare. The daycare is gone. Now you got to pay full price for that. Now you're dealing with the government in the apartment. Now, how is that going to work? Because now it's a shutdown. Will it cover for the landlord? Will they give the landlord an IOU? Will the landlord come to the resident like, listen, you got to make up this difference here? What's going to happen? We have to keep eyes on this. You got subsidies given out. All these things are connected to the federal government in the shutdown. Then it's a trickle-down effect because the state workers deals with the economy. See, the state workers, right, ain't getting paid. So the spending habits automatically change because they can't pay their mortgage. Now, again, the bank's going to get recognized by the government because they have a legitimate reason. Yes, I work for the state. You know why I can't pay you. I haven't got paid. What's going to happen with that, we don't know. But we do know that the spending habits are going to change. That affects the economy. The economy is built out of wild spending. Take your money, spend it. Take your money, spend it. When they was giving out those checks, Obama, the economic stimulus packages, he was saying, don't put it in the bank, spend. I give you $500, I cut out. I never got a check. I was looking for a check, I never got one. Cut a check, spend. Go to the store, go get a car, go get some gas. Do something, but don't put it in the bank and don't put it under your pillowcase. We need it in the economy. We need it circulating. Now, if I was conscious, then I'd be like, black people, hold that money, don't spend jack. We want this thing to crumble. But see, now it's happening. The crumbling is happening. We're not really prepared. We're not prepared. So they don't go out and spend. And I give you an example. Say at the $500, 300 of those food stamp dollars use Little Debbie's, snack cakes, and all this stuff. All these things, companies, they're connected to companies. People work for those companies. If you're not spending that amount of money on those snacks, Little Debbie's and all that starts to get cut off. Just think of one person, multiply that by 60 million. Now, 60 million people are not buying those cakes anymore because now you got to count every dollar you got. Do I need these cakes? No, don't need those. Water, vegetables, stuff to make food and to last. Bread, peanut butter jelly is now my sugar cakes. So the money goes down from there. Then other companies start laying, those companies start laying people off. You see what I'm saying? When the layoffs come, you're talking about true economic deprivation. And you're talking about Wall Street crashes because now shares from these companies start going down because the money is not circulating into those companies so people are not buying into debt. Yes, Wall Street can drown if you stop buying into debt. You understand? Now the water companies may pick up because people can't afford the juice. The juice is $3.50. Water $1.25. You get more water. You don't need the juice. I start counting my dollars. I start counting my pennies. Now, whenever things negative happen to white folks, they always take it out on black people. There's a two-part caveat to this. One, when white folks are pissed off, they take it on black people. They normally do it anyway. Now they really have an excuse. They'll somehow blame it on us, and the tax will increase. Two, the tax will increase on us, by us. Because now people don't have certain things. So women are going to take certain risks. Men are going to take certain risks. People who are cool, people that have, will now have to guard their things closer. Because you're talking about Social Security benefits, all these different things that happen to people that need it. Those thousands of dollars are now being taken away. And all it takes is for you miss a month or two before you really look at things and say, man, our style of living has completely changed. What are we going to do? The woman looks at the man. What you going to do? You may see prostitution arise. You may see homelessness arise, panhandling arise, and you may see violent attacks. You may see burglaries arise. You may see deaths arise. Because when someone's hungry, there's not nothing they won't do to feed their hunger. Forget family. I'm just talking about you. If you hungry, forget if you got 4 or 5 kids. You've been raised to think individually, to take care of self, to do for self. Yeah, you say, my seed, my seed, my seed, my seed, my seed. You think about yourself. You get your cake, you about to eat that whole damn cake until you get full. Then whatever left you got, you say, hey, listen, look what I found. These people ate half the cake and left the other half. Yeah, go ahead and take that for y'all. I'm good. Y'all eat first. You see what I'm saying? So these are the things that we're looking at possibly happening. And what happens is the federal government is going to respond. They're going to say that black folks are criminalistic, that there's been a rise in crime, but they won't make the connection to the shutdown and the fact that certain things have been government resources that has been basically an umbilical cord from the government to black people since slavery. All this stuff is just a distinction of slavery. And so once that is severed, and we're not ready for it. We haven't prepared for it. We figure just like everything else, our white folks are fixing it. Of course, they started it, right? You know what I mean? What you say? You break the glass after you get cussed out and beat up. Sweep it up. You did it. Sweep it up. I know you can't put the damn glass back together, but you're gonna sweep it up. So that's what we think of white folks. White daddy and white mommy, they'll come up with something, they'll figure something out. We're just gonna sit back, wait, we're not gonna worry about it. We're gonna keep partying, we're gonna keep chilling, we're gonna keep doing what we do, but we're not gonna worry about those things because they always seem to figure it out. They're always doing stupid stuff in the government, and that's just some things we just need to deal with. I vaguely look at it. I gotta watch Love and Hip Hop, Miami, Chicago, Tennessee, wherever they're at now. Whatever city they at now, I gotta catch that. I can't miss that. So I know eventually they'll figure it out. And so the people who are in the know, people who consider themselves conscious, conspiracy theorists, we filing papers and all these different things and disseminating information, and I'm grabbing it and they grab it, and hopefully whomever's listening to this show will pass it on or give it to the source or whatever have you, because a lot of us have been doing shutdown shows and been putting out receipts in terms of presidential initiatives that can be enacted because the president can act basically as a czar and do certain things that you wouldn't normally do in the name of democracy. Because when large level of civil unrest, and now he as an individual can make a decision for the best interest of American society, national security, the shit they be talking about all the time. Really it's about securing white supremacy. And now we have an opportunity because these niggas is uprising. They're being chaotic. Now we can bring the tanks. Now we can bring foreign military men, private security firms into to destabilize the ghetto because these dudes finally lost their mind. They've been trying to start it recently. They've been trying to start it. We have not been reactive. They've been shooting us, they've been stabbing us, they've been beating us up, they've been calling the cops on us. Nothing. And we want something to happen. We got intern camps set up all over the country. They got militias looking at the chop that been training for months, years, and ready to take action. So what's going to happen, especially in my local town, we have about 2 or 3 or 4 different colleges. It's a small city, Albany, New York. We have 2 or 3 different colleges. They come down into the black areas because that's where the clubs are connected. It's segregated just like every other black city. It's literally one street. It's known by the good side of the lock and the bad side of the lock. One is gay and white, The other one is the hood. That's what we have Malcolm X Park. So we do our thing in the summertime. They do their thing in the summertime. Another 22 weeks. The black side of life is like 2 blocks. The white side of life is like 7 blocks. All the businesses is over there. All the resources over there. They got churches, they've got restaurants, they got nail salons, they got corner stores, they got Dunkin' Donuts, they got 3 or 4 clubs. The other side of life is a damn thing. It's black folk. That's the revolution, that's the movement, some prostitutes, some bangers, some drugs. You know, what they want in our community. And you can't really even call it community, you just call it a colonized camp where we're housed in. But anyway, eventually those black people who've been deeply affected by this shutdown are going to start meandering over to the other side of the block. Now, I take it any way I can get it. But the thing is, it's going to be a quick and swift response. It's going to be expected. Now, who knows what's going to be ground zero? You can say Chicago's going to be ground zero. You can say Detroit. You can say Baltimore, major cities where large, St. Louis, large levels of black folks are. We don't know what will be ground zero. All I think we can do right now is bunker down and deal with local matters. If there's a conscious contingent in any city, and you got 10 or 15, and every city got 10 or 15 conscious people. At this point in time, we need to take drastic measures right now to pool our resources together. Use this as our opportunity to galvanize our people by telling them the truth. Break it down to them. Let them know exactly what's being affected. All the resources, your Medicaid, all those things are given to you by the government. So everything your needs, not your wants, because you always dealt with your wants, you never dealt with your needs, because you let the government give you your needs. Now those things are gone. So now you have to deal with your needs and your wants. You realize your wants are not very attainable at this point in time. Now we've always adjusted. This thing has happened before. There was a time there was no food stamp. So we looked at different lifestyles. They strike when the iron is hot. They're going to do certain things, drastic things, at the point because they believe we're so dependent on them, more so than ever before, even slavery. Because you got to remember, during that time, we knew how to do everything. It's just what they allowed us to do. In terms of food, we couldn't overindulge. We had to make our food and their food. If they said, no, that's enough that you eat. As a matter of fact, all the food that you make, you're making it for us at first. Then we'll take that food and give it back to you. That's pretty much what's going on now. I mean, they literally put us in a box, right? Took programs they got from the Nation of Islam and the Black Panther Party, made it their own, put us in derricks, and gave us food like government cheese, government peanut butter, milk. It was all fake. And they watched from afar how we reacted to the food that they were giving us and the conditions that we were in, and seeing what would happen. They did it with animals first. Took the notes, took meticulous notes. I forget the dude's name that did this entire thing. Very long ago. Let it go on for a year, and then decided to do it with black people. It was done in Germany. Stalin did it. They're going to try to starve you out because the businesses here are not our own. So they'll get the word and they'll bug out. We gone. We've been told what's happening here. Because eventually, if we ain't got it, we just going to take it from you. I mean, you only got there's so many workers at your stores. So either they let you know what's about to go down and you leave, or you stay and we just rob you, which we should have shut you down. We should have did it years ago. But now we're going to shut you down because this is what the government wants. It's just the readiness. It's going to be chaos. It's not going to be controlled chaos. It's going to be absolute. And all those people that have entities, military training, calisthenics training, food, nursing, all the things that you need basically to deal in just small battles. We're not ready for the war. We're not ready for small battles. There's a video, and I'm sure all of y'all seen of Killer Mike talking about revolution, full out, total war. And he said, brothers and sisters, I love y'all, but y'all not ready. See, how many of y'all shoot on a daily basis? How many of y'all make your own food? How many of y'all have a well? How many of y'all, have a nursing background? How many of y'all got birds? How many of y'all got cattle, land? Y'all not ready. Y'all don't do any things that are needed to be ready for a full-scale battle. We have no home base. Whenever you battle, you got a home base. We ain't got a home base. The Mau had a damn home base. But we ain't got no choice now. It's too late. They about to shut all this stuff down, man. I could just be a conspiracy theorist. I could just go by my spirit. Like most black people, we have vision. And I think if people are thinking that, they're going to be made to be crazy, that they've had these visions before, that they've seen things, and they're scared to tell. I think at this point in time now, people need to be honest and start telling people what they've seen. We're connected to the universe. These are not random dreams. These are messages given to you. We've seen these things before. We have the energy of our ancestors residing in us. These people haven't died. They're in us right now. We have to tap into them. When you're in that dream state, you have an opportunity to talk to all the niggas you were before you are who you are now. Someone can tap into Tubman, Son, Overture, Nat Turner, Minister Malcolm, Huey P. Newton, Fred Hampton Jr., George Jackson. You can tap into your ancestors who were at war. Eldridge Cleveland, Queen Zinga, Patrice Lumumba. Now even Muammar Gaddafi and Fidel Castro, people who have won revolutions. Let them tell you what the government did before they decided to fight back. But let me get back to, again, the effects of the shutdown. We're talking about crime rising. Because all across the United States, honestly, crime is the bad for black folks. They create economic deprivation. They create a society or scenario where we're forced to involve ourselves in crime to get things we don't have. If you remember the Jordan crime epidemic, Jordan was featured on mainstream television so much they realized that there was a positive effect to it, and the fact that young black boys would kill themselves to wear his sneakers. So instead of dimming his light, they increased it. And you get the beauty of him not ever responding to the deaths of black boys. The Republican buy sneakers too. I don't know about them niggas, man. Listen, they on their own. I just play ball. The shoes is there. They don't gotta pay for them. They gotta buy them. That was his attitude. Now it was a saturated market. Everybody got Jordan, so no one's killing each other for Jordan. You know what I mean? It's just everybody's got Jordan. But during the time that he was playing, where there were no Retro 5s, 8-time being released, there was his new Jordans are coming out. You live in an economically deprived, high crime area. 2 people at a 230 in the projects got Jordans. If you ain't carrying, I'm taking them from you. And because we don't value our lives, because we haven't been taught the proper knowledge of self, we don't love ourselves, we're looking outside materialistic things to fulfill that hole, that massive hole we got in our chest. Put a Jordan here and put a Jordan here and fill it. No way you can fill it with some pair of Jordans. But you can't tell that kid that got the Jordans, you can't tell that kid that wants the Jordans. So he got this pistol, boom, let me get them Jordans up off you. Don't happen no more, because everybody got Jordans. So they gotta figure something out. They're robbing and killing and stealing much anymore. That's not happening in the numbers they used to. But they want to keep that criminalistic behavior thing going on with black men. So now they're throwing rape at you and things like that. They have to find something. It's a lot of crimes. Obviously, they could put a lot of laws in the book to control the population, control black people. Shout out to Tariq Nasheed. Told you I was going to reference. They made a simple point. Simple, but very damn profound. He said there was more things for black people to be criminalized against, meaning there were so many things we couldn't do. It was against the law. If you crossed the street on the white side of the street, that was breaking the law. You could be taken to prison. White folks can go wherever they wanted. If we went in the wrong bathroom, that's breaking the law. If we didn't have a job, that was a felony. All these different things during the course of us being in America were criminalized that either we did or we didn't do. The street harassment and the legislation about putting your pants, all targeting black youth. So instead of giving the proper knowledge of self, the answer is always more policing, more laws. When black folks do stuff, white folks like, listen, we gotta punish these niggas. White folks do things, hey, get out, or stop being like that. Or why don't you just go somewhere? Where they gonna go? Pluto, Mars, Deep Space Nine, get on the Star Trek, take off? Come on, where they gonna go? But when it comes to us, it's punishment. So instead of fixing the shutdown and restabilizing the government, that's government, you niggas gotta adjust. No matter what we do to you, it's literally starting to shitstorm and slapping us or punishing us for being covered in shit. What are we supposed to do? That's what happens when they put you in that position. Now, this is not a plea to the government to get things done. It's a plea to my people to get ready. If there ever was an opportunity to unify, where religion doesn't even matter, we have to help each other. Because if we resort to crime, it's exactly what they want us to do. When we come together, ain't nothing illegal being done. So it's like, damn, we tried. It had an adverse effect. We need to restabilize the government and get them back to be independent upon us again. Because we thought they was going to tear each other apart, then start coming towards us, and that's when we wipe them out. But damn it, the brothers and sisters saw it coming, was able to get ahead of it, stabilize the community, and now that was a chess move where we possibly might have got checkmate. It's like they know you got kids. They don't give a damn about little African life. They don't give a damn. They're showing you white folks to fool you because they know how you feel and love white folks. So they show you a white man who's been making 8 figures his whole damn life and he done overindulged on his money, spending crazy because they got horrible spending habits. They just got more money than you, 3 times as much as you got. So they can divulge a little bit. And they're worried because they missed a payment and they ain't never missed a payment in 5 years. Dude, we miss a payment every other week. What are you talking about? And they'll show a white woman about, the transgressions are really going to be impactful for the community. I mean, it's going to be a trickle-down effect. I haven't been able to pay my stylist in the last 2 weeks, and she has bills she needs to pay. I don't give a hell about you or your damn stylist. But that's what they've been showing you. And you got to look at the newscasters. Just small stuff. The reaction that they had. Oh, this is just sick. This is disgusting. We're losing people. We're losing lives. Lives are being lost. And the reaction ain't nowhere near the same. They having little exposés, 25-minute interviews with someone who missed their mortgage 1 month. They ain't paid their car loan or a car note in a month and a half. Really, man? Really? But they suck you into that shit. Damn, that's bad. That's bad. You got your man on child support. You may have not seen child support in a little while. Retail, ripping and running and be out somewhere. Probably getting some girl pregnant and all that stuff. I know I'm talking ill to my people right now. Shout out to the RBG, Marcus Garvey. His black folks during those times, 4 million deep. We did for self. We marched down New York City, right down the middle of that joint, UNIA. Shout out to UNIA. Because you know what happened during their time was the Depression. But they weren't worried about it because they focused in on each other. They relied on each other. So it don't matter what's going on the outside, as long as we dealing with what we dealing with and we doing our thing and we have a military to protect us, we'll be fine. Don't think the UNIA wasn't under attack throughout the United States, especially when you got small chapters in predominantly white areas. Yes, but because the belief system was so strong, they continued to fight. Shout out to Mr. Malcolm X, Al Malik Shabazz, and his family. Most of them was coming from a revolutionary family, had been murdered by white racist crackers because they taught self-empowerment, not self-defense. They taught self-empowerment, but best believe they defended themselves in the South. As a matter of fact, the Little family was the only family that didn't, one of the few families that didn't run from down south with that great migration from Mississippi to up north, that migration. Nah, white supremacist crackers was terrorizing our people and they fled up north. You see, in this instance, there's nowhere to flee to because we're under the thumb of the federal government. That's why we say get under one flag. So when some shit go down, we got each other's back. So all the crime statistics are going to rise. I've already been seeing younger and younger people out there panhandling. Healthy young boys. And it saddens me because I can give them $1. What is that going to do? $1 ain't going to do a damn thing. Shout out to Khalid Muhammad. Khalid Muhammad used to pick a brother up, clean him off, take him to the mosque, get him showered, give him lodging because the nation has no levels of resources. We're going to fix this brother up. We're going to get him in the mosque. We're going to get him knowledge of himself. We're going to teach him how to fish so that he never comes back out here. Shout out to Most Honorable Elijah Muhammad, who had the best drug rehabilitation program. Building your people back up. When you have true knowledge of self, and you do God's status, I quit my job to be a full-time movement goer, to be a better father, and to be on this damn station talking to you, waking your ass up, doing the work. I got a couple shows lined up. But maybe all that's got to go on a hold because we got to attain resources to feed our people. Locally, brothers and sisters, whomever are seeing this, if you have a large contingent or backing in a particular community, if you're respecting and love, donations right now need to be accumulated and stored. So large amounts of base food, needed food, nothing extravagant, rice, water, bread, stuff that is relatively cheap, that you can buy in large quantities to disseminate to the hood, go to where our people are, people who are not, because this our brothers and sisters, who going to get paid. But again, we talking about the ones. So you got the petty bourgeoisie, right? They never give a damn about us in the first place. But they're still African people, so I still sympathize that have made it to the federal government level, and the state workers, and they're not getting paid. They're bugging the hell out. White daddy have turned on them. They can come down and get some food too. What you need to have is the skin color. You see what I'm saying? And you'll say anything when you're hungry. That's the thing. When you're hungry, you're deprived. Malcolm X used to say you can't ask a deaf, dumb, and blind Negro what he wants. He doesn't know what he wants. You're under stress and duress. If you're hungry and you go shopping, you're gonna buy everything. You're not balanced. You're not sober. This is what they do in Guantanamo Bay. They got levels to get information from your ass. Cut you up, burn you, electrocute you, starve you. They do this when they're trying to get a confession out of you. Bring you in the police station, put you in the room, you've been there 9 hours, ain't eat nothing. Hey man, what happened? Hey man, what happened? Oh, you want to talk? I'll be right back. 5 hours later. I'm hungry. I ate all day. We get you some donuts or something like that. Motherfucker coming in eating some Popeye's chicken. Smelling so good. So, what happened, man? Tell me what happened. Well, John Tavius and them said we were just gonna go in there real quick and just case the joint. I didn't know they was gonna kill somebody. I ain't never killed nobody in my life. I ain't not a bad person. My mom was sick, and I haven't been doing well in school because the teachers don't like me and all that. Ron Tez and them, they just said they was hungry or whatever. They just wanted to listen to me. I mean, listen, listen, you hungry? You did a good job. Listen, sign this paper. You sign this paper, you got a whole meal for you. Popeye's chicken, a piece of everything. Just go ahead, sign that. You did a good job. You did a good job. You did a good cop back out there. More susceptible. Crime indicates or syndicates is gonna increase in the black community. Instead of galvanizing and coming together, we've been taught to rape and pillage. And it's gonna be brothers who want to be soldiers against their own people. As long as they got somewhere to stay and eat, they'll follow any orders. If it's nefarious, cool, because I've already been doing that. Not galvanize and make sure we take care of our people. You literally got old folks who get assistance. I mean, something they need. You're talking about air tanks. This stuff is given to them through the government. They cut that off, then what? Grandmothers are going to start dying. That creates stress. Cousins, sisters, mamas in stressful situations, getting interactions. You understand what I'm saying? Domestic violence, all this stuff increases. This is the trickle down effect I'm talking about. So black people finally explode, ripping each other apart. Then it'll be like Chicago. See what these niggas doing? Like Baltimore. See what these niggas doing? But the moment we go across the tracks, and I'm telling you, there's white colleges here, and they're gonna be the wrong place at the wrong time, trying to get some weed or some shit, going down the wrong road. You can just the wrong motherfucker, and it's exactly they can watch the whole thing. They got cameras every damn where, undercovers everywhere, informants everywhere. It's gonna go down. That's when it's gonna pop off. We're gonna make it a racialized crime. Cameras in everybody's faces. We got a few Negroes here that people go to. I want them to call me when it goes down. I got a statement for your ass. Please call me. We won't play none of it. We won't play none of it. When you got economic deprivation, when you have a president, a mad president, who's a former member of the KKK or probably a recognized honorable mention member of the KKK, white nationalist, believes in white supremacy, shuts down the government under the guise of building a wall that's never going to be built to get funds for a wall that he doesn't want up, that no American wants up. They don't want a damn wall. You can't build a wall. They put the immigrants in to take the job so that we can never have an economic stimulus package. Just like they did with the Jews and the Italians and Germans and all these other immigrants that were white skinned. They gave them stimulus packages, jobs, control of jobs so they can hire their people. Practicing nepotism. That's why fire chiefs have the same last name for the last 3 generations. They said, no, I don't want the niggas to do that. Get some immigrants over here, illegally documented, right? You know why? Because you're an American, my nigga. You're an American. And so when you get a job, you want a high-paying job, you want benefits, you want a 401k, all that stuff comes out the corporation's pocket. Illegal immigrants, they're illegal. So you can pay them way undervalued. No benefits. They can come over here and get free health care and start a business and get wages under the table. I see the documents. Well, I used to see them every day. $200 a week, poultry dollars. Poultry, 8 people in there. Better believe they get federal government subsidy. You think we're gonna team together to take down the man? Hell no. People gonna be trying to make back out of deals all day long. Look, I'll get you Mr. X. It's not getting the room, right? When I talk about guns and stuff, because it been sounding real hard. You're going at the police real hard when you get that altercation with the dude that shot Elazar. Also, remember that. You see the report. I can get in the room, knock some ball, I can get some guns, access to some guns, and go work some practice or something. I set him up. I said, real good. Come on, boss. Yeah. But your informants ain't getting paid either. So all of a sudden, when you notice a couple of brothers just disappeared for a couple of months, yeah, they were paying pigs. Yeah, that really happens. How you think they got dues every month? They always available. So they got dues, they always available. Then they disappear for a while, and you never been to their house. They come up with the craziest ideas. I heard the story about William O'Neill. This dude, everybody wanted him in the Panther Party, but Fred Hampton. Fred Hampton had the spirit of Lumumba. This dude is dirty. This dude is a Judas. Nah, he cool, brother. He cool, Jeremy. He cool, Jeremy. Guess who drugged him? The dude bragged, you didn't have to shoot him in the head. I drugged him. He wasn't going to make it no way. There was enough poison in to knock out an elephant or something like that. They poisoned him. They offered it to a few other informants, and other informants said, no, I'm not going to do it. But all that's going to increase because you're going to have radical movements. You're going to look at banks, you're going to look at grocery stores, you're going to look at hotels, look at spots where they can get some resources to feed their family. It's going to go down. We're in a state of like mass security. What's it called? National security. But it's not. It's like enemy of the state type stuff. Where this camera right there, they have access to. So they're watching this live video. How y'all doing? It's cool. I think that had something to do with me picking up that young brother and bringing him to the FBI. Pick the young brother up, pick him to the FBI. Yeah. Didn't know I was taking him to the FBI, but I'm talking to him, the African brother, we chopping the game. Something told me not to give him the game on some real divulging and some of the stuff we got going on. Maybe we get arrested. But I got to a particular point in the city where I recognized where I was at, and I saw them where he was going. I'm like, brother, where you going? He said, the FBI building. And he was excited. He said once he finished the program, they would give him work. He's exactly the type of guy I would recruit into our organization. Now, I'm not saying they got him here for me, but maybe they did. I wouldn't know. Big, strong brother, young, African. Looking for some things to do as a young college student. What do I do? Yeah, I'm trying to do something socially, man. Have our people get together and do some stuff. He kind of cooled down when I said that. So I took that little temperature and I said, okay, cool. I'm not going to turn it up at all. And I was right. Which I'm sure y'all knew that. I'm sure he told you that. Mm-hmm. This man, it's get down and lay down time, brothers and sisters. They're coming after us. This is a declaration of war. They've been warring on us for the last 400 years. You fools. I mean, this is like I'm going to fight you. Every time I see you, I'm going to fight you. You backing down. Like, dude, I understand. I want to fight you. This is going to go down one way or another. And so after a while, you don't want to be beat up. You want to be ready to fight. So you figure out, I got to do something to him to make him fight. It's been done in movies all the time. That's in the movie, Dragon, Fist of Fury, where he wasn't going to fight no more, and they kept yelling at him, cussing at him, and slapping him, which we started kicking everybody's ass. Same thing with Bruce Leroy, The Last Dragon. He didn't really want to fight like that. He just self-defense, and then, you know, so enough kept messing with him, and so they took his lady. They said, all right, you don't want to fight, we tear up your business. We put your father in the L. We scream at your mother and all that stuff. But we get your lady. We kidnap your lady. Now you ready to fight. You ain't got no choice. You got your brother. You got your lady. Now you gonna fight. You see what I'm saying? Yeah, they can just punch you in the face, slap you. Then you can square up and be like, no, I ain't gonna do it. This is what they doing to us. They're like, instead of slapping you because you obviously dead. I don't know what's going on with you. So I'm gonna study you and see what you covered the most. And once they do the analysis, they're like, man, food stamps is the way to go. taking their money from them without taking their money from them. This is money we said we're going to give to them, but the stipulations in regards to the shutdown, these resources we can no longer give to you. Now you got to use your own money to cover for the losses. Now you can't use your own money which you used to have to get your wants. You no longer have money for that. In the long run, you're gonna hurt everybody, but we're willing to fall of America to get rid of you niggas. This is how much we hate you. Our spending habits power this country. And they're willing to risk it all. Want you gone. So the shutdown ain't about no damn war. It's about killing black folks. Get rid of us. Shout out to Marcus Messiah Garvey, Honorable Marcus Messiah Garvey, RBG in the house. SoundCloud.com/GYHONP. That's where the podcast at. I'm right here in front of the computer. I want to do it tonight, but honestly, I'm lazy. I did the show the other day. I'm doing the show right now. I'm probably gonna do the podcast tomorrow. I'm gonna try to do. I got some sound saved up, but I might just do my own stuff. And I don't know. Been busy, ladies and gentlemen. Stay patient with your brother. There's a couple more venues coming up. I mean, people hit me up all the time for different stuff. You're gonna see more of your brother this year. 2019 about to be a big year. It's gonna be a big year for me personally and for African people. They coincide, one and the same. You know what I mean? So I'm gonna deal with this thing like it's gonna get figured out. But day 50 or so, I'm gonna start literally preparing for the fall of America. And I think all y'all need to. And certain people, shout out to Professor Griff. You can start going to his channel, Serious Minds. I'm a team player. And there's a reason why I try to connect with these brothers and sisters to get the information I need to prepare myself and my family and my community for the inevitable. It's been a war in African people. It's gonna get harder. We gotta buckle down. We all we got. All right. So let's do this thing the right way. You can donate, Cash App, go to my Facebook. That information is on there. I love y'all. Stay safe. All right. Black power.